Hi there, Robert Chartier here, broker. BRE license, California BRE license 01173785. Today I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit of a pet peeve for me, and it's a pet peeve for me. I mean, I do kind of take it personally, although I shouldn't, but I do, because I see clients out there, home sellers, getting, there's only one word for it, and it's manipulated by certain agents that are out there in the field. And, well, I can't name any names because there's many of them doing it, just several that I know in my local area of San Diego that do it with a high degree of consistency. And here's the pet peeve. I believe in playing fair, honest, and operating with complete and absolute integrity. And for the last 20 years, I've been licensed in California, and I've been in real estate for 30 years, and technically a few more than that. Third generation real estate professional. So anyways, again, I was licensed in 1993, so that's all I can attest to here in California, although I was an investor for many years before that, from 1979 to 93 in San Diego, California. So anyways, here's my pet peeve. Get to the point. My point is, when I see marketing pieces, and I do a little bit of hand marketing, even though I mail out, now I'm mailing out between 200 and 250,000 pieces per month right now through the U.S. mail. And I'm still handing out maybe perhaps 500, 700 pieces, up to 1,000 per month in my little local market here in San Diego. Now, what I'm seeing with a higher and higher degree of consistency, and two of the agents I see doing it have been around for 30 years, and they're very good at what they do, and I'm not knocking their skills. But what really kind of irks me, it troubles me, is the manipulation in which they get the listings. And here's the manipulation. You'll see a lot of advertising out there telling, they're bragging, and there's a lot of bragging that goes on out there about just sold this home for $10,000 or $20,000, or a 1% over asking price. Let's stop. Over asking price. That is not the market value. That's asking price. Someone that goes and just received literally their Bureau of Real Estate licensed last month can go out and very effectively sell homes for over asking price. There's no skill in doing that. You simply listed the home for less than market value. So that's the manipulation, and that troubles me, because that manipulation does in fact get a lot of listings for these agents that use that. And it's unethical, sure. It's very manipulative, sure. Is it illegal? Well, no. Can they really get in trouble for it? Well, probably not. So they get away with it. So they do that. So when you see any agent and broker or what have you telling you that we sold this home or these homes for XYZ amount over the asking price, just ask them to, okay, stop. What was the fair market value? Give me all the data that you have directly off the MLS so I can make an intelligent and informed decision as to if you sold those properties for just over the asking price, or did you sell them for over the market value? And you're not going to find any agents out there that are selling properties for over market value. It happens on a fluke, maybe 1 out of 300 to 500 buyers that have the extra disposable income. We'll write a check for over what the property appraised for, and generally that's only within a very small margin of error. If somebody really loves a house, they're buying a $700,000 home, and it came in and appraised for, let's say, $689. Well, people generally buying in that category will have the reserve somewhere, and if they love the home, they'll just write a check for the difference. But that is not something to count on or depend upon, or should ever be in a marketing plan. It's just something that can and occasionally does happen. It's happened to me many times, but the percentage is very low in which families will do that, statistically speaking. So my point is, when an agent tells you, hey, I sold this home, and it has the brag sheet, right? They've got a little, this is a brag sheet. I can't show any other agents that are doing it, but there's a ton of them out there. They've got a brag sheet. Actually, it would be an 8.5 by 11 brag sheet. Bob, Mary, look. See that home sold for $685,000. There was $12,000 over asking price. This one sold for $722. $18,000 over the asking price. Isn't that great? See, this is why you want to hire me. Really? Well, you need to ask that agent, he or she, show me all the market data on those homes. What was the fair comparative market value? Be careful, do some of your own research, because market data can be manipulated to the nines. Easily, very, very easily, because an agent can add or take off any high or low listing to manipulate the results. It's very easy to do. It's not very honest, it's not very ethical, but it's very easy. So bear that in mind. So you can go on Trulia, or Redfin or any of those websites, and you go look and see what the homes are selling for in the area. Lo and behold, an epiphany will happen. You will find that each and every single home that agent just gave bragging rights to of selling for over asking price, not market value, over asking price, actually sold for just about what the market would bear in that whatever particular market you're in, whether it's Claremont, La Jolla, Bayho, Point Loma, Coronado. Properties typically, more times than not, let's say 98% of the time, sell for market value. Asking price is completely irrelevant. A lower asking price simply gets offers coming in a little quicker. No buyers, no sellers are going to want to accept a penny less than a property is worth. But the fact is, all buyers want a deal. So buyers that want a deal see a property that's a little under market value, asking price is lower than the market value, it will spur them on to put offers in. No, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's okay. Agent really gives the impression that they're really doing their job because the offer's coming in a little quicker, a little faster, but there's going to be some negotiation to get the prices or the proposed purchased offers back up to the market value. So case in point is when an agent tells you that they're selling homes for over the asking price, no skills. Anyone can do that. I can get an agent that just passed their license last week and I can show them how to sell every single home they list for over the asking price. That's not skill. It's manipulation to get your listing. And if you're comfortable with that, fantastic. Nothing, list with them. That's perfectly cool. But if you want the truth, you want honesty, and you don't want to be manipulated or have the math, kind of cook the books on what's selling in the area, so to speak, and manipulating those mathematics, which are very easy to do. It's very easy to manipulate mathematics on homes. It's super easy. I just don't do it. But there are a lot of agents that don't follow my level of ethics and do it, and they get a lot of listings. And I'll be honest with you, they really do. I'm happy getting fewer listings, but being honest with my people, it's my philosophy. It's who I am. It's what I do. And if you're comfortable with that, I'll be glad to come to your home and show you what your property is actually worth, what the market value is. And then if you elect to list your property a little under market value and a little over market value, which in like 50%, 70% of the cases can be a good thing. That's okay to do if the range is done the right way for the right reasons, which I'll explain to you. I'll guarantee right up front in writing. Matter of fact, you won't have to pay me a penny in commissions. I'll put that in writing if your property doesn't sell. If you list it for under market value and your property sells for more than asking price, I guarantee you'll be happy. But if it doesn't sell for more than the asking price, I won't even charge you any commissions because I already know right up front for sure, 100,000%, your property is going to sell for more than asking price if we list it for under market value. Hate to be pounding that into the sand, but it's so important for people to understand that, and the level of ethics and ethical presentations and honesty in a presentation, they mean everything to me. And the clients that I sell properties, sell their properties for them, it means a lot to them too. Maybe perhaps you're one of those people, and being honest and ethical means something to you. And if that's the case, I'll give you an honest, a very ethical, and a very, very good valuation of what your property is actually worth in market value, and we'll dispense with any and all manipulation because I just don't do that. And the people that list their property with me tend to, more times than not, also sell their property for over the asking price, because we will list a little under and put the asking price in some cases a little over what the property is valued at. So I can do that 100% of the time without fail. But now that you understand how that's done and why that's done, the agent that's bragging or has bragging rights or is trying to convince you of their worth and their value by telling you they're selling properties for over asking price actually means absolutely nothing. And if you do your own research with the internet, you will find that out for yourself. And it's going to be true 100% of the time, and I see that advertising and marketing out there all the time at people's doors when I'm out there and I'm doing my marketing. I'm reading it and I'm just scratching my head. Oh my God, it's so manipulative, and I don't know anybody that likes to be manipulated like that. I know I do not, and I'm assuming you don't either. So anyways, my name is Robert Chartier, broker, BRE license, California BRE license 0117-3785. If you would like me to come and give you an honest, ethical, and straightforward listing presentation based upon the actual market value of your home, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. 858-568-6673 is my cell phone, my direct cell. My office line is 858-273-1861. Thank you very much. Again, Robert Chartier, the Chartier Realty Group, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.